Ron,
And Ralph.
review.
Hi, I'm Ralph.
And I'm Ron. And today we're reviewing 28 Days Laters.
28 days later tastes like the scabs off my hemorrhoids.
And 28 Days Later is a blight on all humanity. It's about a guy who takes a really long nap and then wakes up to a zombie apocalypse.
Reminds me of waking up drunk at my kid's birthday party.
The 28 Days Later stars Scarecrow and Doctor Who and
It gets chased by zombies.
people say that this movie had really good cinematography and it looked like something that I would probably record back at community college.
Remind me of this porno I made back in the 70s, only with production value. And actual women.
I remember that point. That was a pretty good point. I really appreciate those money shots. I think my favorite scene in this movie is when Scarecrow drank a whole carton of orange juice. That made me really thirsty.
Scarecrow and his black girlfriend came across this fat guy and his young daughter. And then they had to drive over a bunch of cars.
I like that he got a fresh idea to go into an abandoned gas station hoping to find fresh hamburgers. I would do the same. I'd take a bath to a kid and I'd eat all the raw meat I could.
Find anything, Jim.
No, let's get out of here.
I got really scared for the main characters when Scarecrow started passing out pills, because then I was screaming at the screen, that's probably like fear gas or something like that, or like fear drugs.
He'll put on his burlap sack. Don't leave him alone with just. Did you notice how the fat man wore a SWAT outfit when he was saving those guys? Why didn't he wear it when he was out and about with them?
Yeah, I never understood that, why he could just bring the SWAT suit along with him. It seemed like it'd be really helpful.
It's like drip and right into his eye, and he gets into a zombie.
This movie taught me not to make monkeys mad, because then they'll turn you into zombies. Also, don't make birds mad, because they'll turn you into zombies too. I thought it got really weird in the third half, because then I thought we put in the wrong movie. I thought we were watching Dawn of the Dead for a second.
That one zombie that they kept on a chain, Bub.
I like to see people who keep pet zombies in movies, because I feel like they could be a very helpful pet. People say that Rottweilers would really work, but I feel like if you had a zombie chained up in your backyard, that people would fuck with you.
Beware of zombie.
But later in the movie, the army guys eat bad eggs, and then that makes them want to rape girls.
I know bad eggs want to make me rape girls.
I know, have you ever had bad eggs before?
I remember having a bad egg one time, and it made me feel like ripping off a woman's clothes and sticking my dick in her. That's how I got my wife. This soda can right here.
Hey, wait a minute, that's my girlfriend.
So, Doctor Who explains to the Scarecrow that he wants to have sex with the women. And guess what? After seeing his girlfriend, I don't blame him.
I also had to kind of wonder what the army men would have done to Scarecrow if it was just Scarecrow and the bad guy and they didn't bring any of the women there. Would they have tried to have their way with the men?
I think they were doing that to each other way before they saw them.
That would probably explain why they broke so easily over the bad egg.
I think they were having sex with that cook. He was obviously the bitch.
I wouldn't blame him. That's the kind of guy you pass around in prison for a carton of cigarettes.
You get 2 cartons if you're smart about it. This movie also teaches us that if you take off your shirt, you can take on the army.
I feel like that's a false perspective on fighting with your shirt off, because the last time I fought with a shirt off, I got a bottle over the head, and I woke up in a hospital 28 days later, and there wasn't a zombie apocalypse, just like a really angry nurse saying that I can't pay for this treatment. What I also learned from this movie is that you could get really ripped just by being a bike courier. I thought it was really clever how Doctor Who used his TARDIS to get in the back of the car and shoot Scarecrow in the stomach. So a conclusion, 28 days later can lick my taint. I think I'd be rather watching the Doctor Who finale where he cries and cries until he regenerates.
What a piece of shit.
Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? So was I.